Hello friends and welcome to Automuv India. Hope you all are doing good and you are safe at your home. So in this video I am going to show you how to change the oil of the fork, also how to change the oil seal of the Royal Enfield Bullet Standard 350. So the reason to change all this is the oil is leaking over here. As you can see, it's leaking. So the forks in all the bikes will be different. Now let's talk about Royal Enfield itself. It will be different for the Classic, it will be different for the Thunderbird, etc. Even here it's different. So in the new model also, that is the 350, there may be slight differences, but that's okay. Now we'll talk about this, and this particular model is the 350, standard 350. Now let's check how the process is done so you can do it yourself at your home without wasting your money. So first we should loosen the front brakes. So in order to loosen it, we can use this spanner, which is a number 10 spanner, 1011 over here. Once it's loosened enough, you can use your hand itself to loosen it more. So from here you can take out the cable, the brake cable that is, and yeah, it's come out. You can keep it aside. Next we should remove these two nuts. So for that we require a 12-13 number spanner. So there's a washer also with it, so keep it safe. So we've removed that also. Now loosen the nuts on the other side. So after removing those 4 nuts on either sides, you have to remove this, that is the speedometer cable, which is situated below over here. You can loosen it with your hand itself, so it's easy. We'll keep it aside. You can wipe it using your cloth. So we should remove this next. Might be a little bit of a task. You can remove a screwdriver like this. There you go, it has come out. So keep it safe. Now let's move to the other side. Same way you can use a screwdriver to remove the same. So the left side one fits only the left side, and right side one fits only the right side. So it doesn't fit, the left side one does not fit the right side. So now the wheel has come out. You can remove the wheel outside. And here it is, the front wheel. We'll keep that also aside. We can remove the mudguard next, and make sure you keep something below over here for the support, or else it will like, as the wheel is removed, it will be on the floor. So keep something like this, a rock or anything. Also keep a cloth so that it doesn't scratch the engine. Do this before you remove the mudguard. So if the rocks don't fit properly, you can keep something like this wooden plank. Make sure it fits correctly and stays strong there. Now we'll remove this, the mudguard that is. So the tools required to remove the mudguard are spanner, which is 12-13. We had used this earlier. We have to remove these nuts, 2 nuts actually. There aren't 2 nuts but 3. There you go, the nuts have come out. Now we'll remove this nut over here. Make sure you keep everything safe. So yeah, it has come out, as you can see. Now we'll remove the nuts on the other side, the right side. Same 3 nuts. And it has come out. So this is a nut. There is a washer also included. Make sure you keep the washer safe too. If needed you can mark it. And the mudguard is loosened actually, and yeah, it has come out. There you go, it has come out. You can remove this cables from the mudguard, the brake cable and the speedometer cable. Keep it also safe, don't scratch it. I mean, keeping it in a wrong place may lead to scratches. Let's keep this aside. If it's dirty, you can wipe it. And one more thing, the front brake cable, it is attached over here, which makes the mudguard stay there itself even after you remove all the 6 nuts. So remove that from there also, only then the mudguard comes out. So we have separated the wheel, the front wheel and the mudguard from the fork. Now we have to remove this, the grey part that is. So in order to loosen the nut, you should turn it in anti-clockwise manner, and it requires a lot of effort. Once it's loose enough, it's easy. The loosening part is a little bit of tough. There you go, it starts to come out slowly. There you go, it has come out. Here it is. There's a washer also inside. here it is. Keep that also safely aside. If you want it, you can clean this area using a cloth. Loosen the Allen key nut of the left side one. Use the number 8 Allen key as I showed you earlier. So it requires a lot of effort. It's a bit tough part of this whole method or process or whatever. So it's come out over here. There you go. So we've removed the left side Allen key nut also. Keep the washer safe. Remove the indicators now. So to remove the indicators, you need a spanner, which is the number 12 13 spanner. The nut is situated over here. Over here, as you can see. The indicator has been loosened, or the screw has been loosened. Now let's remove the or loosen the right side indicator. So in order to loosen it, you should use a number 12 13 spanner, as you can see. Once it's loose enough, you can use your hand itself to loosen it more. Make sure the nut is kept safe. There's another nut also. You can use the same spanner. So this nut, you don't have to remove it, just keep it loose enough. It's not necessary that you remove it. So now let's remove this. Just pull it, that's enough. There you go. Slowly started to come out. Here it is, the fork. There you go. The oil has spilled, as you can see. So clean it up. So what we should change here is this thing, this part over here. It's a lot of greasy over there. Now let's keep this aside, the left one aside, and remove the right side one. Similarly, pull it. There you go. It has come out. I think this one is okay, the condition that is. It's very greasy. There you go, this is how it works. Now let's keep that also aside. So here is the fork, we removed it, and to remove this you need tools, that is the spanner number 28 and 25, also a hammer to tap on top of it. I'll come to that in a bit. So the original tools that are required are 28 25. When you go to shops, they don't give the correct information. They tell you can use like 25, 26 or 27. Even in some videos they give false information, so beware of all of these things. And for this you have to use number 28 spanner, as you can see. So this is the one that fits correctly. We had bought a number 27 spanner also after we saw the false information videos or everything, and just look at this, look at it, it doesn't even fit. So 27 and 24, this spanner is meant for some other bikes. For the Royal Enfield Bullet standard 350, this is the one, 28 number spanner. So now let's remove this. So now let's see how to remove it. So first you need to use a hammer and hit on top of it really hard. There you go, 1 or 2 taps may be enough. Now you can use a number 28 spanner. This is the 27, it is not fitting as I showed you earlier. And here it is, there you go, it is loosened. Once it's loose enough, you can remove it using your hand itself, and there you go. Here it is, the cap. There's a washer also. Let's keep that aside. Inside this is a spring and oil. As you can see, this is the spring. It is drenched in oil. So here is the oil, as you can see. Now let's pour it into a container. So this is how you should pump the oil out. It's making some weird noises too. Now we will keep this fork aside and remove the spring, also the oil from another one. Now let's remove the other one. Same way you can hit it using a hammer. So we've done it. Now let's remove it using the spanner. So next we have to remove this pipe over here. So in order to remove that, we need a tool. So we have made it here itself. That is, we've taken 2 steel rods and welded it, as you can see. So on top is the Allen key, which is this one. We've cut it and fixed it over there. So this is number 12 size. Actually the required one is number 14. So this one is just for a support, and so you can keep this like this. And another tool required to open from below is, so now let me show you how to keep this. You can hold it like that and just make it upside down, as you can see. That is it. So here we have an Allen key nut. So in order to remove that, we have to use this one, which is number 6. Now let's remove this. So you need to apply a lot of pressure. Might take a little bit of effort. That's it. It's loosened. There you go. Now you can remove it using a hand itself. And here it is, the nut. There's a washer also. can use your finger to remove it out or use any other tool or anything. And there you go. Here it is, the pump. It has come outside, as you can see. Let's keep that aside. There are some other things also which are coming out. So you have to pull it out. There you go. It is two pieces. This is some kind of a nut. So this is how it fits, as you can see. Here it is, the pump, as I said earlier. So now let me show you the size difference. Here it is the Allen key of number 12 and the required one is number 14. As you can see, it is loose and it's not correctly fitting. So this is how it will hold loosely. Yeah, I think that can be managed, but the actual number is 14. So you should keep it like that, and here it is the nut, and you can tighten this. That is it, the removing part. Now comes the main part, that is to remove the oil seal. So it is very simple indeed. The tool you can use is just a screwdriver. Now let's see how to remove it. Insert it inside. Just that is it. Here it is. It comes out like this. You have to remove this as well. Similarly, insert the screwdriver and you can pull it out using your hand itself. There you go. Now we should remove this, the black part. So this black thing over here, as you can see, is the oil seal. So this is what we are going to change now. Now let's remove this. It may require a little bit of effort. Can use a cloth so that it doesn't damage the edges. And here it is, it comes out. As I said, a little effort might be required, is required actually. So this is the thing, the oil seal, that is. So just to replace this one, we have to do all these. Let's keep this aside and you can clean this using a cloth. So here we have removed all the parts and cleaned it using petrol. Now we have kept it to dry, and here is that pipe. Here are those two springs. Those are the pump and those are the nuts. Over here you can see the other parts also. So see, here is the oil seal which we have removed, as you can see. So don't throw it away, because I'll tell you why. And you need this also, this tool over here. I'll tell you why about that also in a bit. And here it is, the new oil seal, that is, we in a packet we get 2. So it costs around 168 rupees, as you can see. And here is the new oil. It says Royal Enfield Essentials Fork Oil, 200 ml, and there isn't 200 ml, it's only 190. So you can use the full bottle or container, whatever, and it costs rupees 87.